Hi, and welcome to this month's edition of Chat with the Sheriff. I'm your Sheriff, Troy Dunn. Wishing everybody a happy spring. I think the groundhog was truthful this year. It's really looking like spring is coming a little early. We're getting those unseasonably warm days, and the snow is kind of melting away, but I'm sure we'll have a couple more snow events, so be careful out there and enjoy this warm weather while we're at it. So this month you can probably see, well maybe not because we're not panning too wide, but I'm by myself this month. Staff is really busy. We were going to do another show, and that kind of fell through. So you've got just me this month. And what I'm going to talk about is in 2020, I was elected as the president of the Minnesota Sheriff's Association, which is made up of all 87 sheriffs from across the state. And we as a group, we're part of an association, a professional association that works to better our law enforcement, especially when it comes to sheriff's offices. We work with our partners in the state and federal and city municipalities as well, but the sheriff's office is a different thing because we have jails, we have civil process, we have water rescue and those kind of things. So having a group just for the Sheriff's Association is kind of unique, and it's helpful. And so we do a couple conferences a year. We also, sorry about that, that's work calling. We also provide a lot of training to our deputies, our correctional officers, and our support staff in things such as data practices, use of force, gun permits, and those kind of things. So we provide just a ton of training across the state, and so we pay dues towards that. Some of you might have been approached by the Minnesota Sheriff's Association in a mailing asking you to donate or be a member, and for those of you that did, thank you. We appreciate that because that goes back to support our association so that we can provide training to our officers. It also helps us to work up at the state capitol with our legislators and senators to craft bills that are going to be law enforcement friendly, things that we can hopefully easily enforce and that aren't going to cause a lot of issues. So that's another thing that we do. So as part of being the president, I have to run the board meetings, and we have monthly meetings. I also have to go to the Capitol when the legislature is in session and meet with our senators and legislators from across the state, as well as other groups, whether it be victims advocates groups, public safety and traffic law groups, those kind of things. So I feel honored to be the president. I thank my 86 other sheriffs for electing me and putting me in this position, and I truly feel honored and blessed to be able to represent the state of Minnesota through that association. I also feel honored because Sheriff Dave Schweistal, the sheriff that hired me, was also the state president back in 1991. So unfortunately he's not with us today, but I know he's looking down upon us and saying way to go and way to keep Rice County on the map in the state as far as it goes with law enforcement. So but I had a chance last month to go out and meet with other sheriffs from across the United States out in Washington, D.C., and we talked about issues such as mental health and gun laws, what we can do to better our jails, provide more services in our jails, those kind of things. And that was a very great trip for me because I was able to meet with other sheriffs, and we are very fortunate up here to have the resources that we have, because I talked to some sheriffs that have even more limited budgets and don't have the support of the whether it be the county board or commissioners or even the constituents that they have. And I feel truly blessed to be able to represent Rice County and have a great working relationship here. So one other thing I want to talk about here is on our sheriff's office vehicles, you're going to see some new plates on the vehicles. And before they were just the blue and white sheriff plates, but these are the new law enforcement memorial plates. And I'm sure you're asking yourself, oh, how much did that cost us? Well, it cost us $3 a plate because we are a government entity to put these on our squads. But we have to identify our squads and we have to pay for our plates. It might not be as much as I pay for my personal vehicle, but this is another addition that we did, and we've had a lot of compliments, so I just wanted to share this with you. If you want to get these for your own car, you can ask the staff at the DMV. It's an extra $5 that would go towards the Law Enforcement Memorial Association that goes to support the fallen officers and their families when an officer is killed in the line of duty. So each of the law enforcement, if you look closely at this, each of the law enforcement entities are represented in the background in the shadows there. So I think it's a great thing, and so if that's something you want to do when you get your next plates, you can do that as well. So I hope that you learned something today. Thanks for watching again. As always, if you have any questions for me, please contact me at 507-332-6034, or you can email me at tdunn@co.rice.mn.us. I hope you can watch next month, and we'll hopefully have a new guest on here, and you'll get to meet some of our other staff or some of our other partners from throughout the community. So as always, stay safe. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.